The Iliad by Homer, translated by Alexander Pope. Book 1. Argument. The contention of Achilles and Agamemnon. In the war of Troy, the Greeks having sacked some of the neighboring towns and taken from thence two beautiful captives, Chryseis and Briseis, allotted the first to Agamemnon and the last to Achilles. Chryses, the father of Chryseis, and a priest of Apollo, comes to the Grecian camp to ransom her, with which the action of the poem opens in the 10th year of the siege. The priest, being refused and insolently dismissed by Agamemnon, entreats for vengeance from his god, who inflicts a pestilence on the Greeks. Achilles calls a council and encourages Calchas to declare the cause of it, who attributes it to the refusal of Chryseis. The king, being obliged to send back his captive, enters into a furious contest with Achilles, which Nestor pacifies. However, as he had the absolute command of the army, he seizes on Briseis in revenge. Achilles, in discontent, withdraws himself and his forces from the rest of the Greeks, and, complaining to Thetis, she supplicates Jupiter to render them sensible of the wrong done to her son, by giving victory to the Trojans. Jupiter, granting her suit, incenses Juno, between whom the debate runs high, till they are reconciled by the address of Vulcan. The time of 22 days is taken up in this book, 9 during the plague, 1 in the council and quarrel of the princes, and 12 for Jupiter's stay with the Ethiopians, at whose return Thetis prefers her petition. The scene lies in the Grecian camp, then changes to Chrysa, and lastly to Olympus. Achilles' wrath to Greece, the direful spring of woes unnumbered, heavenly goddess, sing! That wrath which hurled to Pluto's gloomy reign the souls of mighty chiefs untimely slain, whose limbs unburied on the naked shore devouring dogs and hungry vultures tore. Since great Achilles and Atrides strove, such was the sovereign doom, and such the will of Jove. Declare, O Muse, in what ill-fated hour sprung the fierce strife? From what offended power Latona's son a dire contagion spread, and heaped the camp with mountains of the dead? The king of men his reverent priest defied, and for the king's offense the people died. For Chryses sought with costly gifts to gain his captive daughter from the victor's chain. Suppliant the venerable father stands, Apollo's awful ensigns grace his hands. By these he begs, and lowly bending down, extends the scepter and the laurel crown. He sued to all, but chief implored for grace the brother kings of Atreus' royal race. Ye kings and warriors, may your vows be crowned, and Troy's proud walls lie level with the ground. May Jove restore you when your toils are o'er, safe to the pleasures of your native shore. But oh, relieve a wretched parent's pain, and give Chryseis to these arms again. If mercy fail, yet let my presence move, and dread avenging Phoebus, son of Jove. The Greeks, in shouts their joint assent declare, the priest to reverence, and release the fair. Not so Atrides, he with kingly pride repulsed the sacred sire, and thus replied, Hence on thy life, and fly these hostile plains, nor ask, presumptuous, what the king detains. Hence with thy laurel crown and golden rod, nor trust too far these ensigns of thy god. Mine is thy daughter, priest, and shall remain, and prayers and tears and bribes shall plead in vain. till time shall rifle every youthful grace, and age dismiss her from my cold embrace, in daily labours of the loom employed, or doomed to deck the bed she once enjoyed. Hence, then, to Argos shall the maid retire, far from her native soil and weeping sire.